Here's a wild take. The Las Vegas Raiders might be the single biggest turnaround story in the entire NFL this season. Not a little better. Not slightly improved. We are talking about a franchise that got a total facelift in one off-season. Stick around, because by the end of this video you'll know exactly why the whole AFC West just got flipped upside down. Before we dive in, smash that subscribe button if you want the fastest Raiders updates on the planet. Let's start with the obvious question. How do you go from one of the worst rosters in football to a legit playoff threat in a single off-season? Simple. You stop sabotaging yourself. Last year, the Raiders front office actually did its job. They brought in real talent. The problem wasn't the players. It was the coaching staff working against them at every turn. Seriously, football fans have never seen anything like it. A roster getting undercut by its own coaches. That's not just bad coaching, that's basically malpractice. So here's the good news. The coaching disaster is over. Almost anything beats what happened last season, and the new setup is already night and day better. But don't get too excited yet, because talent and coaching upgrades don't automatically mean wins. The AFC West is loaded this year, and that's where things get interesting. For years, everyone said the Raiders needed a franchise quarterback to hang with the big boys in this division. Well, guess what? They've got one now. But here's the twist nobody's talking about. They might not even need him to be a superstar right away. The entire division is changing its identity. But wait until you hear what's happening with the reigning Super Bowl champs, because their plan for this season might shock you. Patrick Mahomes is coming off a torn ACL. That changes everything for the Kansas City Chiefs. Instead of leaning on Mahomes to carry the offense like always, this team is shifting toward a ground-and-pound identity. They brought in running back Kenneth Walker in free agency to lead that charge, a guy who put up 135 rushing yards in a Super Bowl performance not long ago. On defense, coordinator Steve Spagnuolo already has a strong unit in place. Last season they finished 10th overall and 6th in points allowed, plus 9th against the run. The one soft spot was the ground game on offense, ranked 25th. That's exactly why Walker is now in the building. Here's the thing though, doctors usually say it takes a full 2 years to completely bounce back from a torn ACL. So don't expect Mahomes to play hero ball this season. If head coach Andy Reid manages to win without needing Mahomes to do everything, that's a legacy-cementing achievement. It also helps that left tackle Josh Simmons and right guard Trey Smith are both healthy again after missing time. Now let's talk about a team that's been chasing a dream for years. The Los Angeles Chargers kept waiting for quarterback Justin Herbert to single-handedly drag them to a championship. It never happened. And honestly, that's fine. Elite, one-man army quarterbacks are rare. Most teams never get one. That's why head coach Jim Harbaugh changed the entire approach. Forget waiting on a hero. This team wants to win with defense and a physical rushing attack. And the numbers back it up. Last year they finished 5th in total defense, 9th in points allowed, and 8th against the run. Their run game on offense sat at 12th, but that number is about to climb fast. Why? Because rookie running back Amorian Hampton, a first-round pick, only played in 10 games last season, including a playoff game. And he still flashed serious talent. If he stays on the field, the Raiders, the rest of the division, and honestly the whole league need to be paying attention. To help him out, the Chargers added center Tyler Biadasz-type talent in free agency and guard Jake Slaughter through the draft, giving Hampton a much stronger wall in front of him. Alright, quick pause here. Who do you think wins the AFC West this year? Drop your prediction in the comments right now, because you're not going to want to miss what's coming next. Let's move to the Denver Broncos, because this is where the division's blueprint really comes into focus. Quarterback Bo Nix is talented, but nobody's expecting him to single-handedly deliver a championship. So Denver leans hard on defense instead. Last season they finished 2nd in total defense and 3rd in points allowed. Combine that with an offensive line averaging 4 yards per carry, and you've got a recipe that works if they simply run the ball more often. That's likely the exact plan when they added a power running back in free agency last year, but health has been the sticking point. He only suited up for 10 games, yet still averaged 5 yards per carry, with nearly 34% of his yardage coming on explosive breakaway runs. That explosiveness is why head coach Sean Payton wanted him in Denver in the first place, and why Payton is running it back again this season. On top of that, rookie back RJ Harvey brings even more juice to the backfield. Remember, Denver actually won the AFC West last season, so it's no shock they're the blueprint every other team in the division is now copying. Run the ball and lean on defense. Which brings us full circle to the Raiders. Last season, their rushing attack really struggled, but that wasn't rookie running back Ashton Jandy's fault. The 6th overall pick earned every single yard of his 975-yard season. He faced more contact behind the line of scrimmage than any other running back in football, and out of his 7 yards per carry average, a massive 3.06 of those yards came after contact. That's a young player fighting for every inch. All Jeanty needs now is real protection up front, and it looks like he's finally getting it. The Raiders added a new starting center in free agency, while left tackle Colton Miller and right guard Jackson Powers-Johnson are both back healthy. They also brought in offensive line coach Rick Dennison, who should help fix the struggles right tackle DJ Glaze had during an otherwise promising rookie season. Spencer Burford now looks locked in at left guard. Bottom line, this offensive line is getting an upgrade across the board, and it needs to, because Las Vegas finished dead last in the league in rushing yards last season. But here's where the real transformation is happening. The defense. Pass rusher Max Crosby finally has real help around him, with another dangerous edge rusher opposite him and interior linemen Jonah Lalu and Thomas Booker plugging up the run. There's also real competition brewing at nose tackle, with a physical run stuffer ready to step in. At linebacker, the Raiders made a massive upgrade, signing Key Walker and Kobe Dean in free agency. That instantly becomes the best linebacker group this franchise has had in years. The secondary got a facelift too. They kept corner Eric Stokes, added a slot corner in free agency, and stole a talented cornerback in the 4th round of the draft, a player many experts had rated as a legit top 10 talent before injury concerns drop his stock. Add in safety Jeremy Chin under contract and a ball-hawking safety added through the draft, and suddenly this secondary looks completely different. So here's the bigger picture. This isn't a division built around quarterbacks slinging the ball 50 times a game anymore. Mahomes is working his way back from a torn ACL. Herbert is being asked to do less, not more. Every team is leaning on a bruising run game and a nasty defense to win football games. Denver already has the formula figured out. The Chargers are close behind. Kansas City is adjusting on the fly. And the Raiders, the team that finished dead last in rushing just 1 year ago, spent the entire offseason building exactly what this division now demands. That's the real story here. It's not about who has the flashiest quarterback anymore. It's about who can run the ball and stop the run better than everyone else. And right now, the Raiders look like they finally got the memo.